What up, friends? My hair's fluffy. Fluffy. It's a mess, so I do apologize for that, but it's clean. I don't smell. I just had to take another shower. Anywho, sorry about the fan, but it's really hot in here. I got a little situation going on in the bedroom, okay? But I wanted to take a really quick break before I finish it up. I hope y'all had a really good weekend, and I just want to say that I was gonna say I'm very proud of you all, because I'm from Texas, okay? So I say y'all, okay? I hope that, sorry, I keep on moving. I'm trying to get this. It's just gonna look like that, okay? It's just, this is just what we have, okay? I'm just so very proud of y'all, okay? I'm just gonna say from the bottom of my heart. And I know proud is more like an intimate thing, like that's something that you say to, like, a child or whatever, or a friend or whatever. But I consider you guys my friends, my distant friends, my people, that's why I say, what up, friends? How are you doing? Because you're literally my friends. And at a time of my life when I felt I didn't have anybody to talk to, I would come and talk to you guys, my friends. And if I didn't have that opportunity, what would happen? Literally, like, what would have happened to me, So I'm very thankful for that. And I do consider you guys my friends, even though we have some new ones, some old ones, some in the bushes. I just want to say that I'm very proud and happy for y'all, okay? Because I noticed that there are a lot of people on different journeys, different kinds of journeys, making goals in their lives, succeeding, making changes for the better in their lives, okay? And that's beautiful. That is awesome. Because remember, the first step is acknowledging changes need to be made. That's step number 1 for me, okay? And I'm just so very proud to see people making changes and sticking to them and evolving as people, because that's, like, it makes me, like, very emotional, because for years I did the same thing overs and overs and overs, like a robot, with no substance, no nothing. And I was stuck in this cycle for a very long time. And I felt like I was never going to get out of it, okay? I didn't want to make this about me, but I just want to say that I felt like I was in this cycle for a very long time. I felt like I was never going to get out of it. Like, I didn't know how to get out of it, And so when I finally saw the light, or saw, how do I say this? When I saw a ray of light, I will say a ray of light, a tunnel, light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, when I saw the light at the end of the tunnel and the possibilities, I made changes, because I couldn't see myself happy. Okay, like, I thought that people couldn't obtain happiness in life. I mean, that sounds fucked up, but that's what I thought, And I'm not crying because I'm sad. I'm just crying, but that's just a horrible way to think. But that's how I thought for many years. And I feel bad for myself, sometimes when I hear that, Anyways, so I when I saw that light at the end of the tunnel, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to take this leap of faith, and I'm just going to see what happens. I'm going to give it to God, give it to the universe, and just pray on it, and just continue to be the person that I am. with just faith. I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do. I didn't know where I was gonna go. But no matter what happened, I stayed true to myself the best I could. And just continued to focus to the light at the end of the tunnel. And that's what I did. And to see other people's journeys that are very similar, like they were at a point in their life where they saw that changes needed to be made. They knew what the way they were living. There could be more, we could go do a little more, it's just so refreshing to see. And it's also very like it motivates me to continue, because it's hard. I'm the type of person that needs like constant reassurance. But before, I used to need reassurance from other people. Now I reassure myself, or I'll follow people that have a similar journey like mine, or who have done a journey like mine, okay, and have already succeeded, okay, and their motivating words. It just takes a community to get it going, and and somebody who can relate to what you're going through, or whatever, it takes people, a community. Even if we don't know each other personally in real life, there are so many people that I'm gonna get very emotional right now. I'm just trying not to. Where I was at the end of my rope because I didn't know what to do in certain situations, and my back was between a rock and a hard place, or I was stuck between a rock and a hard place. I didn't know what to do. And because of people I heard online, I continued because of their motivational words. And these people don't have to do it. Like, I don't get paid for anything I post here on YouTube. Nothing. I've never wanted to be a monetized channel. I believe I am monetized, but I don't get very many views, so I don't get I think the last thing I got was $18 was the last thing I got. But from when I started this channel, it wasn't about money. It was more like of a messenger type of thing somehow, which is weird because I never used to talk. But in my mind, I knew it was going to be like a messenger type of thing. I just knew that. So if it isn't for those people who do that, then, I followed suit and I started doing it as well, because sometimes I see things that I want, or I go through things and I want you to see how I get through them and how I still proceed. Even sometimes it feels like you're not going to get anywhere, or you're stuck, or you're stagnant for a while and you don't know what to do. But the fact that people can come together as a community and motivate each other to continue going on whatever journey that you're on is beautiful. Like, that's so beautiful to me, because we're all perfect strangers. We don't know each other, like we don't know each other. And then, I've met like some really good friends here online that I've never met in real life, but they are real people because they have channels and stuff like that. But, it's beautiful because I'm not a very open type of person. Like, I don't go and meet people every day. Usually my only friends are like my coworkers, and that's pretty much it, And it's for me to trust people after everything that was done to me, I just, that's kind of like a big deal for me, because I don't do that kind of thing. But we're doing things different now. We're evolving as people, and I'm starting to trust people and open up more to people. And that's a big deal for me, because I was a very closed off biatch. Okay. RBF face all day. Okay. 365. And So the fact that I'm able to do that, and I was able to do this whole thing like by myself, is amazing to me, that I was able to do it, because I didn't know where I was going to go. I didn't know I just knew I wanted out and I wanted out fast. Okay. I had wanted out and I didn't know how to get out, and I didn't know how to move. And I didn't know, even though I knew I was always been self-sufficient, things like that. For some reason, I felt like I was trapped and I couldn't move, and I never saw an opportunity where I could. And when that one day I just said, oh my gosh, that one day when I said, when I was confronted in the bathroom, this bathroom that's right next to me, when I was confronted in the bathroom, and I looked at the person and I was like, no, I'm not going to deal with this anymore. You're not going to treat me like this anymore. I'm done. And that was the best decision I ever made in my entire life. I don't regret that relationship. I can't say anything bad about that person, but we just were two different people. At one time, we were the same person and we liked the same things, and then we just changed, and one continued growing and one didn't. And for that, we were no longer a match. Okay. But that day, because I had said this many times, like, I break up with people one time and I don't come back and forth. I don't do that. I've never been like, once I say I'm done, like, you won't see me again. And the day when I did that, and I said no, because I was literally trapped in the bathroom. I was literally in the bathroom like, okay, what am I going to do? And I was being confronted about something and I didn't want to admit to what it was. But I was wrong for what I did. And I've admitted that many times, that I broke up our happy home. You know what I mean? But that day when I decided to just, I don't know what it was in me, but I did it. I never had the strength before that day to do it. But if you're not happy in a situation, or you're being treated less than by anybody, hey, hi friend, and you're not being treated fairly, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that treatment, and you deserve so much better. You deserve what you're giving out, at least, is the way I see it. If you're giving somebody love, attention, whatever, you should get that back in return, And it takes, like I said, just knowing that you have, that you can make changes is the first step, is what I always say. And when you actually make the changes, I'm telling you, like, that's big for me, because I'm telling you, like, for 9 years I was like a robot, like doing the exact same thing. Didn't talk to nobody, was locked off. I was just in my room, like, I'll go to work and come home, and that was it. That's how severely depressed I was, and I didn't know any other way. To me, I was ready just to have that as the rest of my life, forever. And something just happened to me one day where I finally woke up and I was like, there's more out there, and I went for it. It was scary, because I didn't know what I was gonna do, but I was able to figure everything out. And with the help of people online, my friends here, my friend Lipstick and Sofrito too, she's going through a journey as well, a beautiful journey. Just the fact that we can support each other, to me, is, because I don't talk to people like in real life, really, and the fact that we can do that online as a community, to me, is so beautiful. So this weekend I've been watching like everybody's journey, and it's just been so touching to me that we can do that, you know, as a community. They are. I can't even read what you're saying because I'm about to cry. Yes. What you're saying, yes. Because it took me so long to know that I was worth more than what I was given. Because I was more than patient for a very long time. And I tried so hard. But it takes two people to try. And I tried, but that's not my fault. And I wasn't going to continue to hold myself back for that. And like I said, I'm not going to say anything bad about anybody. But it just took me so long to know my worth and know what I'm capable of and know that, you know, I'm going to be okay. That I don't need anybody, you know? But for some reason, for many years, I thought I needed somebody to constantly reassure me. But but in the end, I wasn't even being reassured. You know what I mean? It was like me alone, but in a relationship, you know what I mean? So I'm no longer going to take that, but it's just so refreshing to see other people going through it and seeing what they're, you know, that they can find their worth and as well, and just how their lives are changing for the better. And it's just so beautiful. And I just wanted to congratulate everybody for y'all's journey, especially you. Like, I was like crying when I was watching your video earlier. Like, the way you were talking to yourself and like patting yourself on the back. Like, I have to do that, you know? And there were times when I would do that in the beginning because I didn't know how to do that. And I was like crying because I never said those things to myself. But I'm telling you, daily affirmations, that'll really get you through a lot, you know? But it was just so weird for me because I never did anything like that ever in my life. Yes. Yes, loving yourself is the number one thing that we have to do. And I didn't love myself. That's why I allowed people to treat me the way I was being treated. I allowed it. That's why it happened. And I had to stop it at that day in that bathroom when I was like, no, I'm not going to do this anymore. Was the best thing I could have ever done for me and for my son and for my daughter. And I'm just very thankful for it. And I know I'm crying. It sounds like I'm sad, but I'm not. This is like a relief that it's finally, that part of my life is finally over. And I just want to say thank you all for listening to me. I know sometimes I fly off the handle and I'm just like, but that was a hard battle for me to go through. And I literally only had video, like I could only talk to you because nobody wanted to hear about it anymore, you know, in real life. And thank you guys very, very much. And I just want to say thank you and good night. Goodbye, guys.